how's it going? Been a while since I've done one of these. Matter of fact, I was just thinking maybe I should move away from this because I really like the content I've been making recently. I just really want to talk about stuff that I like to talk about, you know, that's on my mind and whatnot. Especially me. Like, I don't have any friends who enjoy Marvel, for example, you know? So, if anything, internet. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about Ironheart. Ironheart featuring Eric Andre. Anyways, I'll be blunt and I'll be honest. The internet has been mixed. I've seen all types of reviews, whether they were unhinged or normal. And let me give it to you straight. Spoiler alert. Terrible start. Phenomenal finish. Frankly, caught me off guard how good the last 3 episodes were, considering how bad the first 3 episodes were. Did I mention spoiler alert? Anyways, you've been warned, bruh. There is an abundance of things that I dislike in this show. The main thing being the main character, Riri, and I'll talk about that a bit later. But anyways, the beginning was incredibly uninteresting. I struggled to pay attention. There's nothing to take in other than it's another kid prodigy hero come up story. Typical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nothing out of the ordinary. Massive reason why I wanted to watch this. Not just because I'm a Marvel fan and I consume Marvel media all the time. But the hood was in this thing. And I love the hood. Matter of fact, might have been the best part of the whole show. They got the greediest, most power-obsessed, self-centered narcissist of all time from the comics and did just that. They brought him to life. Hard for me to talk about when that happens because it rarely happens. But they did it and he's freaking great. The actor who played him as well, phenomenal. Props to that guy. The CGI, amazing. Top tier. Not one time was I like, man, that CGI right there? Nah, that's not it. Not one time was I like that. A lot of the times in Marvel Project, you see something out of the ordinary when it comes to CGI. I don't think I caught anything like that during watching this, which is always great. If you've seen my past reviews, you know how I feel about child actors. It's not that I'm against giving a kid some time to shine on the screen, but I hate it when they suck and they're acting like it's a school play. Unfortunately, in the industry, it happens more often than not. There are exceptions of kids being amazing actors. None of them being in this show. Kid Riri was like the VIPs in Squid Game.
Mamma mia.
I could give a little pass to Landon because Landon was cool. However, still iffy with the acting. At least my boy tried. The dialogue. You've seen the memes most of the time. And it's unfortunate that it's most of the time and not a one-off joke that falls flat. Not one joke has hit. There's good writing narrative-wise sometimes. There's not good writing dialogue-wise. Not one time. My second favorite character, Ezekiel. Ezekiel Stain. Yes, Obadiah Stain's son. Wow. Come to find out, he's an actual comic book character. Didn't know that. He's an Iron Man villain and he took the name of his father as the Ironmonger. He does cybernetic enhancements on himself. He turns himself into a cyborg, which is sick. Different take on the whole. There's Iron Mans everywhere. So I was kind of sad he never ended up how he looks in the comics, but was a cool character. The switch from good to bad was like instantaneous. Like he switched to bad after helping Riri Williams. She makes a mistake that gets him in prison. I know Riri has been making mistake after mistake, right? Part of her character type of thing. But it's not like she intentionally betrayed him. He just made a mistake and he knows that. So going like that from good friends with Riri to her arch nemesis, kind of insane, though it made for a cool character. I hope it goes somewhere. It looks like it will. I hope he looks cool and not just buzzcut Widow's Peak guy with tasers for hands. I don't want it to be just that. It would be a cool character for the future of the MCU. Bro, Mephisto, played by Sacha Baron Cohen. Borat, not gonna lie, never thought I needed that in my life. I didn't even understand that it was him up until like I heard a little bit of Borat and a little bit of Ali G in him. Shit was great. That was freaking awesome. And that leads me into Riri. Literally the most insufferable piece of angsty teen character of all time. And that might be a good thing. Here's the deal. In the first 3 episodes, all she did was on Tony Stark. I'm better than him, but I don't have money. He wouldn't be Iron Man if he didn't have money. She probably told Stan Lee to say Tony Stank that one time. Shut the hell up, man. I don't need to quote the meme at you. Tony Stark! And the thing is, it's not like she knows the meme. She wasn't there to hear it. It's even covered up that Obadiah Stain's death was a plane crash instead of getting beat the fuck up by Iron Man. So it's fine. It's the thing where you say something incredibly offensive and then proceed to say no offense. Like you're absolved of any offense. Bro, all she did was throw shade at Tony Stark, followed up by no shade. You're throwing shade, motherfucker. For example, apparently she doesn't have the money to make a good iron suit. That's a whole plot point. That's how she gets in the crime and shit to make money. Whatever. Well, later on, when she still has no money, her mom buys back her car that she sold for money to make the iron suit, and then uses the parts from said car to make an iron suit. Why is all there is to making the iron suit money? If you had the stuff to make the iron suit and you sold the stuff for money. Hello? What are we doing here? Okay, let me continue defaming her character. Constant pushing her mom and friends away, lying to them and whatnot. Okay, angsty teen stuff, right? She gets into crime to make money, which is already bad as it is. But then she tells the crime group that she doesn't want anyone to get hurt in the money-making process. She then pretty much commits manslaughter. She's betraying the hood, and one of his subordinates finds out. So they fight in a chamber that's running out of oxygen, while security is actively looking for them. Her suit, controlled by AI, finds her, opens the door. She gets in the suit, leaves, and closes the door behind her. She let that guy suffocate to death. Bro, just bust the window, man. Security would have been there. He would have gone, he would have gone to jail. She legitimately committed manslaughter. She just constantly makes mistake after mistake, not learning from it, continues to be dependent on others. The only time she gets anything done is when she actually has help from her friends and family, or from outside sources like a guy funding her projects. And that's not bad. My point is that despite that, she still pushes everyone away. Even during her final battle, every one of her family members and friends chipped in to help build the suit for the climactic battle. She thinks she's ready, and everyone else says, you're probably not ready, and you'll fumble. Of course, she doesn't fumble yet, but after everything you've been through, listen to them for once, man. Anyways, here's where we get to the good part. Here's where I think all of my hating the character of Riri Williams actually grew wings and shit. She is actually a bad, selfish, evil person. And I thought by the end of the show, Marvel was gonna do Marvel things and she'll get an independent empowerment moment. And I thought it was gonna end up being the moment where she talks to Mephisto. He offers her a deal, puts his hand out to make the deal. I thought she wasn't gonna take the deal. I don't need you. I don't need magic. I'm iconic and shit. No, it was so out of character of Marvel. I love that so much. They double down with her being a bad person the entire show, understanding that she has trauma with her best friend dying, accidentally bringing her back in the form of AI. Her and the people around her can't come to terms with that. Now she's back. Although not a physical form, she's back. Then it all malfunctions. She's gone again. You have to come to terms with your best friend being dead. That's it. Death sucks. It is what it is. But no, she makes a deal with the devil to bring her back. Bro, unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. That is so good. That genuinely one of the greatest, most mind-boggling plot twists Marvel has ever come up with. I love that so much, man. Terrible start, unbelievably amazing ending for this show. Anyway, yeah, another thing that I hated, and as a guy who likes to review stuff like this, giving a bad review shouldn't make me racist, but there is also no reason to shove the whole race card down my throat. Can we not just make a project about a person who wants to be a hero without you constantly telling me that they're also black? Come on now, I get it, but these are actors. They're people. We're all people. Why does bro have to enter a room and say, hello, black people? And why do the black people see a white person and say, who is this white boy? Why? Hello, people. Who is this person? Why are we doing this? I don't understand. Anyways, the bad reviews should not deter you from watching this show. It has its ups and downs. Make your own opinion. I suggest you watch it. I liked it. So why shouldn't you? You don't gotta hate because everyone else hates. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, have a good day. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Bye bye. Have a good day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.